Have you ever wondered how the ancient Egyptians, an incredibly advanced civilization, believed in and honored their gods? Their religion and culture, rich and complex, played an integral role in the development of their society. In the beginning, the ancient Egyptians had no single unified system of belief. Each city had its own patron deity, which they worshipped with fervor and dedication. These deities were often depicted as part human, part animal, symbolizing the inherent connection between the human and natural world. Over time, around the year 3000 BC, the first dynasties of pharaohs emerged. They were considered divine, the living embodiments of gods on earth. The pharaohs didn't rule alone. They were guided by a class of priests who served as intermediaries between the gods and the people. The priests performed daily rituals, made offerings, and conducted elaborate ceremonies to honor the gods and ensure the pharaoh's divine status. As the civilization progressed, so did their religious beliefs. The first written records of their religion come from the Old Kingdom period, around 2600 BC, where we see the development of a more structured pantheon of gods. Major deities like Ra, the sun god, and Osiris, the god of the afterlife, became central figures in their mythology. Their belief in life after death led to the creation of elaborate burial practices and the construction of monumental architecture like the pyramids. These structures served as tombs for their pharaohs, ensuring their journey to the afterlife was successful. Fast forward to the New Kingdom, around 1500 BC, when the pharaoh Akhenaten introduced the concept of monotheism, worshipping only the sun disk, Aten. This was a radical shift in their religious practice, causing unrest and upheaval. However, following Akhenaten's death, the traditional pantheon of gods was restored, bringing a sense of peace and harmony back to the society. Following the death of Akhenaten, the Egyptian society returned to their traditional polytheistic beliefs, and the role of priests grew more significant. The priests acted as intermediaries between the gods and the people, performing rituals, interpreting omens, and offering advice. They were the custodians of the temples and the knowledge within, including the understanding of the divine celestial bodies, which would later give birth to Egyptian astrology. The return to polytheism also meant a resurgence in the worship of a multitude of gods, each with their own domain of influence, from natural elements to human emotions. This intricate web of deities allowed the Egyptians to make sense of the world around them, attributing the wonders and mysteries of life to the divine. The gods were not distant entities, but an integral part of daily life and the natural world. Their presence felt in the sun's warmth, the Nile's flow, and the stars' twinkle. In this period, the Egyptians also developed complex myths and legends about their gods, further enriching their religious tapestry. These stories served not only as entertainment, but also as moral and philosophical guides, shaping the values and behaviors of the society. The return to polytheism, coupled with the increased influence of priests and the proliferation of myths, created a fertile ground for the development of Egyptian astrology, setting the stage for what was to come. Even in the realm of the celestial, the ancient Egyptians found divine connections. They developed a deep understanding of the stars and their movements, which they believed were intrinsically linked to the gods and the afterlife. This belief gave birth to what we now know as Egyptian astrology. In this cosmos, the 12 Egyptian zodiac signs were born, each embodying a specific god or goddess and influencing the personality and destiny of those born under them. For instance, those born under the sign of Amun-Ra, the king of the gods, were believed to be natural leaders, while those under the sign of Geb, the god of the earth, were deemed to be grounded and dependable. Astrology permeated their daily lives and religious practices. It dictated auspicious days for ceremonies, guided their farming cycles, and even influenced the architecture of their temples and pyramids, which were often aligned with specific stars or constellations. Their understanding of the stars and their movements was not just scientific, but deeply spiritual, connecting them to their gods and the afterlife. This celestial connection added another layer to the complexity of their belief system, further demonstrating their profound connection with the divine. In the end, The ancient Egyptians' devotion to their gods and their intricate religious practices shaped their culture and influenced their advancements in art, architecture, and science. Despite the changes and challenges they faced, they always found their way back to a state of balance and harmony, a testament to their resilience and their enduring belief in the divine. In summary, the ancient Egyptians' religion was a complex system that evolved over thousands of years. From the early city patron deities to the divine pharaohs, from the structured pantheon of gods to the brief period of monotheism, their beliefs shaped their society, their achievements, and their understanding of the world. And through all the changes, they maintained a sense of peace and harmony, a testament to their profound connection with the divine.